A singer becomes a billionaire. A pop star becomes a mogul. A woman who once sang about umbrellas now sells a vision of beauty, fashion, and ownership that rewrote the rules of an industry. Rihanna's story is not just entertainment, it is strategy. Because what she built is not just music or makeup, what she built is sovereignty. Here is the paradox that defines her power. She stopped being everywhere so she could be unavoidable. While most stars burn themselves out chasing charts, Rihanna vanished from music and grew bigger than ever. People begged for another album, and in that silence, she became richer, more relevant, and more desired. Absence did not kill her career, it crowned her. This is the first lesson. When you own attention, you can ration it like currency. The less you give, the more the world craves. Rihanna began as a teenager in Barbados, plucked from obscurity and thrown into the machinery of the music industry. Many women in that system are consumed and discarded. She refused to be disposable. At every stage, she looked at the platform, then asked, "How do I use this, not be used by it?" Hits gave her visibility. Visibility gave her leverage. And leverage, properly directed, gave her ownership. Her first law of empire: turn image into equity. Rihanna was always more than songs. She was style, defiance, edge. She embodied a brand before she owned one. Most artists rent their image out to other companies. Rihanna inverted the equation. She asked, why endorse when you can own? Why sell someone else's lipstick when you can build Fenty Beauty and redefine the entire industry? Fenty was not just another celebrity brand. It was a revolution disguised as makeup. The beauty world had ignored women with deeper skin tones for decades. Rihanna launched with 40 shades of foundation, and the market bowed. This is strategy. Find the gap everyone accepts, fill it boldly, and the crowd crowns you as the future. She did not chase trends, she corrected injustice. And by correcting it, she built loyalty that no marketing budget could buy. Second law: diversification with coherence. Many celebrities dabble. Perfumes one year, clothing the next. Tech gadgets that collapse after a season. Rihanna chose domains that aligned perfectly. Music, beauty, lingerie, fashion, all tied to her thesis of unapologetic femininity. This coherence means her empire multiplies instead of fragments. Fenty Beauty points to Savage x Fenty. Savage points to luxury collaborations, and each collaboration feeds back into her core image: fearless, inclusive, untouchable. Third law: the power of mystery. Where others overshare, Rihanna withholds. She rarely explains, rarely pleads, rarely panders. She lets the work speak, and the silence makes people desperate for the next move. Remember, curiosity is a drug. She doses the market slowly. An Instagram post, a pregnancy reveal at a fashion event, a single song drop after years of silence. Every gesture becomes a headline. Most women dilute their impact by giving everything away. Rihanna multiplies hers by withholding. Fourth law: transformation. She didn't cling to the identity of a pop princess. She shapeshifted, from island girl to edgy icon, from hitmaker to high-fashion muse, from performer to investor. Reinvention is not weakness, it is survival. The public may love you, but they will grow bored. Reinvention prevents boredom. Reinvention makes you infinite. Look closely at her partnerships. She did not try to build alone. She aligned with luxury powerhouse LVMH, ensuring Fenty wasn't just a celebrity side hustle, but a global player. This is the Machiavellian edge. Know when to ally with empires so you can learn their infrastructure, then weave it into your own. Most people think independence means isolation. Rihanna proves independence means selective alliances that multiply your reach. Even her personal life was strategically curated. She never allowed relationships to define her worth. She moved with discretion, kept her power, and then, when the time was right, revealed love and motherhood not as gossip fodder, but as cultural events. Every reveal, carefully timed, wrapped in aesthetic, dripping with symbolism. Intimacy became art direction. The lesson is clear. Rihanna became a billionaire not because she was lucky, but because she redefined what women are allowed to do with visibility. She refused to trade her face for rent checks. She turned her face into equity, and equity into empire. Now, let's break her empire into principles you can apply in your own life, even if you never stand on a stage. Principle 1. Identify the gap. Power is found where the market neglects. For Rihanna, it was women excluded from beauty standards. For you, it might be an overlooked audience, a missing solution, a blind spot people accept. Find the gap, fill it boldly, and loyalty follows. Principle 2. Ration your presence. Stop flooding people with constant access. When you vanish, you create demand. When you return, you create headlines. Master the rhythm of absence and presence, and you will be irresistible. Principle 3. Turn image into ownership. What do people already associate with you? Style, knowledge, discipline, elegance. Package it, sell it, own the infrastructure that monetizes it. If people admire your identity, transform it into equity. Principle 4. Diversify with coherence. Don't scatter. Build extensions that rhyme with your core. Rihanna didn't sell random gadgets. She built brands aligned with beauty, fashion, and empowerment. Each extension amplified the others. Ask yourself, what industries rhyme with your identity? Principle 5. Ally with giants. You do not have to do everything alone. Align with established powers, institutions, mentors, companies that can scale your reach. Just ensure the alliance elevates your sovereignty, not erases it. Rihanna used LVMH to scale, but the brand was hers. Principle 6. Weaponize reinvention. Don't cling to one image until it decays. Evolve before they expect it. Shift aesthetics. Shift tone. Shift industries. Surprise keeps you infinite. Predictability makes you disposable. Principle 7. Curate intimacy. Do not let the public own your private life. Share strategically, not constantly. A reveal should feel like an event, not a leak. Protect what is sacred. Display what is powerful. Finally, remember the Rihanna paradox. She gave the world less, and in doing so, she made the world give her more. Less music, more demand. Less explanation, more fascination. Less access, more respect. She understood the ultimate law of attention. Scarcity creates value. So ask yourself, are you exhausting people with excess? Or are you feeding them just enough to keep them hungry? Are you renting out your image to others? Or are you building equity from it? Are you clinging to an old identity? Or are you brave enough to reinvent? Because the woman who learns these lessons does not just build a career, she builds an empire. Rihanna is proof. You can begin as talent, but you must graduate into ownership. Fame is fragile. Ownership is sovereign. And when you convert the eyes of the world into equity, you stop being a star who entertains and become a mogul who endures. That is the strategy. That is the empire. That is Rihanna.